Say a one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, y'all, let's...
Oh, yes. Blast from the past, a time to re-examine and replay a listener's memory tape. So we want to get as much of it in as possible, so I'll not give it too much of an intro. Sufficient to say, if you've got any old compilations knocking about, we provide a radio home for them every Friday on the programme, and we'd love yours. All you've got to do is send us a track list. If you go to the website bbc.co.uk/6music, you can find out more. And today's memory taper is Charlie Ivvens, who's on the line now. Hi, Charlie.
Morning.
How are you? You're right.
Thanks, yeah.
Okay, listen, so tell me, I'm glad to hear it, tell me a little bit about the story behind this compilation, because I love it. It was about you driving to band practice, right?
Yeah, I went to boarding school, and on a Wednesday afternoon, when everyone else had to do cadets, sort of army and that sort of thing,
right,
managed somehow to convince our school that being in a band was a reasonable way to spend the time.
Well done.
So, we spent about 2 hours in a car driving to Croydon from Tunbridge every Wednesday afternoon, and this was a tape that we sort of compiled over the months that we were doing it, so it was over a 6-month period, and it ended up including some of the songs that we made. So
you were listening on to music on the radio on the way to band practice. What kind of shows would you have been listening to? Because those are the ones that are on the tape as well, right? Oh
yeah, well the songs on the tape were all completely ripped off Radio 1, I'm afraid. They're all ripped off John Peel and Mark Goodyear.
I don't think either of them would mind, but yeah.
It's all to the good, isn't it, you know?
Absolutely. So you kind of taped stuff off the radio and put some of your own music in. Tell me about your band. What were you called? You had a great name.
The band was called Permanent Coma.
Brilliant.
For which I take no responsibility. I think that belongs to Adam, who's the guy who made the song that you're probably going to hear.
Well, we have a Permanent Coma track. Would you like to revisit a bit of that, Charlie?
Go for it.
Let's do it. Here it is. What's this called? What is this one called?
Called Top 20, brackets, we're all guilty, close brackets.
Brilliant. Let's just enjoy a few moments of this.
We're all guilty.
It's kind of got a sort of New Order thing going on there.
Keeping your foot on the clutch.
Oh, listen,
your foot heavily. Not using lights in rain or fog.
Putting your seatbelt on while moving.
Reading while driving.
Not using rear view mirror enough.
Okay, it seems to have like a driving theme, that song there.
We didn't have any lyrics, so we stole them out. We stole every single word of it out of an article about bad driving habits from the Sunday Mirror magazine that was lying around the studio.
Wow, those are the days when the Sunday papers were much more innocent.
Yeah,
I can't understand why Permanent Coma never took off. Have you thought about a reunion, Charlie?
There are many other reasons why they never took off, I think.
Really into band feuds and stuff.
I think we exploded in a hideous ball of flame in about end of 93.
Oh man, it's so rubbish when that happens. Well listen, I'm going to play your mix out now. I'm glad that survives. From the ashes of Permanent Coma comes this beautiful song selection that we're about to play out on 6 Music now. Thank you for sending it to us.
Oh, absolute pleasure.
Take care, Charlie. Lovely to speak to you.
Bye.
So that's Charlie, our listeners and memory taper this week. If you'd like to do this next week, just drop us an email with some track choices and tell us a bit about your compilation. Charlie's is ace, and it starts with this.